外华人直播，我们始终不办高声，我们力求直播传真。今天是2021年7月15号，今天呢，我们在 Berkeley， 在 Berkeley 最著名的第4街的苹果店进行采访，因为我们看到这地方苹果店有很多的顾客已经陆陆续续回来了。我们再观察一下，有人在戴口罩，有人不戴口罩，因为我们知道加拿大有些公共汽车和场所如果不戴口罩是不允许进去的。怀了这个好奇心，我们呢就采访了一位正在 Berkeley 进行执勤的一位 officer。Hello,
how are you?
Oh yeah, officer, your name is
Ethell Wilson.
Ethell officer. Wilson 这个 officer 呢，他是 Berkeley 的一位执勤警察。那我们问问他，如果没有人戴口罩，他会怎么做？May I know if someone don't wear the mask, walk on the street or in this store?
Well, the COVID restrictions have just been uplifted, so you'll see people walking around. If you're in the public, you necessarily don't have to wear your mask, but it also depends on the private organization. You know, if they deem that you wear your mask, you have to wear your mask. They can call to assist with law enforcement if a person needs to be removed, but as you see the sign there, it says if you don't have to wear a mask if you're fully vaccinated. Now, I don't know how they're going to verify that, but we don't verify vaccinations as police officers. So it's based on honor system, respect. The whole main thing is to protect each other. So, but during COVID, we would get calls of people not wearing masks, and we're asking them to wear their masks. And usually, if we responded to a call, they would wear it.
Officer, you work in the front line. I just think the policeman got any special protection or vaccine when it's just happened. Do you got a special like a vaccine?
I did take the vaccine. I did the Moderna. I had 2 injections, and so it wasn't necessarily a requirement or a mandate that we had to do it. It was optional. I chose to do it because I'm on the front lines. I am a first responder, and in the United States or in California, we would call what we consider essential. And essential workers, I figured always having contact with the public, it was best for me to protect me and my family. So I did take it.
Very, very good. I just ask questions. Did you arrest anyone or give anyone a ticket if they don't wear the mask?
I have not arrested anyone or given a ticket for someone who was not wearing a mask. Have not done that. Mainly, we try to use it as education. I mean, you got to think it was I think, not in my lifetime. I've never lived through a pandemic besides this. So it was more things, people's behavior changed, people were scared, people were fearful. Anytime you see things being done out of scarcity, lack, and not having knowledge, it's of concern. So penalizing people wasn't to me the answer. It was more educating and providing, and our jobs did do that. Our organization did when we contacted citizens to make reports or take reports from them. If they didn't have a mask, we would offer them a mask.
I see here it's like a business zone, right? A lot of business around the 4th Street, and I didn't see any homeless here. I just wondering where is the homeless in Berkeley?
No, we have a large contingent of displaced individuals who are in between housing. This is a business district. This is 4th Street, but our city does support homeless and is trying to increase housing. As you see, if you drive around in the Bay, there's a lot of displaced individuals here.
I saw some homeless area, and even the city prepares some like a toilet facility, and I saw a lot of people very organized. I think probably a lot of policemen is very nice to them too, right?
Oh no, yeah, we were respectful for all citizens. So if they're here in the city, they have just as much rights as me and you. So yes, we do support and respect our community, whether they work here, whether they're visiting here, whether they're displaced here.
The policemen, they have to carry their ID, or they don't have to have an ID.
Who are you referring?
I mean the homeless. If you meet the homeless, do you check their ID, or you don't have to check their ID?
No, we don't track IDs of people who are displaced. We don't do that.
No, it's 540.
Thank you, because I just curious, because in at least in China or in Canada, probably they are different, right? I just wondering. I want to compare.
Oh, wow, interesting.
Yeah. I saw here a lot of homeless. They even have their community in here.
Have the what?
Their own community.
Oh yeah. They do. They work together. They pull their resources together for what they have. And some people that you see displaced like that they're employed. They just can't afford housing, or they may have medical issues. They may have to choose between housing and prescription meds. So,
if the homeless report someone like bullying them, the police like some use the language of fighting, the policeman will come to help them or not?
Oh yes, yeah, they call. They have cell phones and they'll make phone calls. They make reports of theft or vice reports or just call for concern. So yeah, no, we take reports from anybody that call.
And also the homeless, where for example everyone can get the vaccine, the homeless can get a vaccine or not, or they need to pay, or they don't need the vaccine.
So here in Berkeley, we're in Alameda County, okay, which is the bigger umbrella of a province, so to speak, that governs. So most counties have done a good job of providing a vaccine who wants to take the vaccine. It's not based off of your social status or whether you are employed or not, student or not, working or not. So yeah.
Interesting. And then because in some country, everyone want to have American-made vaccine. For example, Taiwan, a lot of people want to have American vaccine.
Oh wow, that's interesting.
Yeah. So the American have a high tech. I think the Berkeley is a very high tech area, right?
Berkeley is about 10 square miles in terms of size. Population about 120,000. You got the University of California at Berkeley here. So any given day, it's been different since the pandemic, but any given day, you can have in excess to 120, 150, 160,000 people in the city. 10 square miles not big, very congested. Maybe not as congested as like China or a city in China, but pretty congested for a city of our size. And there's a lot of moving parts, a lot of pedestrians, a lot of bicyclists, as well as a lot of vehicles.
And just another questions, because some area happen like the Antifa movement. When Antifa the movement come, any business in here, they put something protect the window or not?
About a year or two ago, right before the pandemic, there were protests. There were different sides and factions on each side. I can't remember. I think 4th Street Business District. Most business districts did board up their businesses to prevent vandalism and looting, but we've seen it.
Yeah, I saw they are very good and very clean to compare the other city. So I think Berkeley policemen do a lot of job from this point. You see all the wall very clean, right?
You got to come back during the holiday season when they have the holiday lights, the Christmas lights up.
Oh.
This whole city, this whole block, especially at night, it's lit up. It's really nice. This business district spends some resources to make it look nice. So if you haven't gone online, 4th Street holiday lights, you probably can find some stuff online. You'll see some nice pictures.
好，这里是海外华人直播，请给外方呢，如果你留言，也可以跟他留言，订阅我们的频道啊。然后呢，我们今天我们采访和介绍，我们知道 policemen 在这个小小的城市做了很多贡献，所以即便是在安提法的时候呢，这个城市呢也没有受到很大的冲击。然后他给我们介绍了这个区域，即便是homeless 也就无家可归的人，也得到警察方面的照应啊。然后呢，所有的人都可以随意打针。然后特别介绍呢，没有打针的人也没有被逮捕或者是吃罚单。这位警察呢给我们介绍了一些细节。那么今天呢，我们感谢他给我们的采访。Thank you, Wilson. This is overseas Chinese live streaming. Now online, you can go to YouTube. Everyone can see your face. Today we are of the Bay Area. This is the okay. Thank you. Okay. Well, I hope next time we can meet you or do another interview. Okay. Okay. 好，这里是海外华人直播，我们今天的采访到此结束，下次我们有机会再见。